Hey guys, so this is going to be my olive green. I had someone request it, so I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys this look today. It's very simple, very fast. I love this color for any time of the year, especially with turtlenecks. It's very pretty, very simple. I use my favorite lashes, which are the Vegas Nail lashes with Eyelure. I love these. They're the Glam Glamour. I feel like I'm just about to fly with these every time I just put them on. They're so beautiful, as you can see. And so yeah, if you want to go ahead and see how I achieve this look today, just keep on watching. I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D translucent powder and my Real Technique sponge. It's not damp, it's dry. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the bottom of my eyes. My foundation routine and concealer are very high coverage, so I always want to make sure I set everything well. I do wear my makeup for around 10 hours to 12 hours a day, so I want to make sure everything is set in place on the places that it might crack or fall off, which is usually around my smile lines, my nose, and my forehead. I do a lot of expressions throughout the day, so my makeup does tend to move around if I don't set it perfectly well. Just going to go ahead and lightly set the rest of my face with no more excess powder. I'm going to go in with my MAC Majorly Paint Pot and set my eyes to start off a good base for my future eyeshadows. Going to go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and take the powder from the outer areas. Since I'm going to do my eyeshadow, I'm going to leave the bottom of my eyes. I'm going to go in with my Tarte palette, and I'm going to go in with Classic and this Beauty 350 brush and just go ahead and set my whole eyes just to prepare a very good base for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to go in with the color Bold and this Sephora Pro Blending brush, and I'm actually just going to start adding a good definition to my crease just to go ahead and prepare my eyes for the actual color I'm going to focus this on. I'm going to go in now with Whimsy and this Sigma E35. This is the main color that I want to stand out on my actual crease. So I'm just going to go ahead and just add this color and blend. I always blend and add at the same time. So this is sped up, but it takes me at least 5 minutes to blend out my eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush and with that same color, just making sure everything is blended and seamlessly. I'm going to go back in with that Sigma brush and just blend everything out more. Now I'm actually going to go in with the LA Girl gel liner. This is the color green. I'm going to go ahead and put the actual color below, but this actually is going to be a really good base for the actual color I'm going to put on top. It's going to add more pigmentation to the eyeshadow and it's going to help stick to it. So I'm going to go back in with that Sonia Kashuk brush. No more color in it. Just make sure I blend out all the outer edges. Now I'm actually going to go in with the Morphe palette with Jacqueline Hill and use that green and just set my eyeshadow. I'm using this Urban Decay Naked brush. I don't know in what palette it came in, but I really like using this one to set my eyes when I'm using this technique of setting the whole eye with a certain eyeshadow. Just because it packs on the color very, very well, but I can go ahead and pack on and blend at the same time, and I hardly ever get any fallout. Doesn't matter on the eyeshadow. This is really good for that. Gonna go in with that Sigma E35 and just blend out the outer edges as well. I wasn't able to insert the clip, but as I'm blending, I'm also actually packing on more of the green, just because when you blend, you do lose some of the color. Now I'm actually going to go in with that brush, the 217, and I'm going to actually go in with Edgy. And this is the color I'm going to start carving my crease with or adding more definition to it. I want to make sure that it's very well blended as I'm adding the color. So when you add, make sure you blend, add, blend, add, blend. Like wax on, wax off. Gotta blend that baby in there. Girl, you came too close. Back it up. So as you can see, I'm just kind of blending, but adding at the same time. I don't want to I'm making sure I don't take it too far up. I just want to focus this exactly on the eye socket and not let it go anywhere else. Going back with that Sigma brush and like always, blending and adding more of the Whimsy. I don't want to lose any of the color. I want to make sure this stands out more. I'm going to go in with the Sonia Kashuk brush and that color Smoked. And as you can see, it's very tapered, very small, like a pencil-like. I want to make sure I'm adding this color just exactly right there. I don't want it to go up or down. So this is going to add more definition, more of that smoked look, but not too dramatic. We want to make sure that the green is the main player in this baseball game. So as I'm adding, I'm blending. So just make sure you don't take it up, you just kind of keep it exactly right there in your socket. Going in with this MAC 286, I'm going to go ahead and take Whimsy again. And as you can see, I'm not actually going to have a harsh hand on it. I'm taking it very light-handed and just placing it where I know the color is going to pop out more and where I actually did lose it. So I'm just kind of placing it there very lightly. Going back in with this 217 just to make sure I didn't lose any of that definition and the eye socket or in the crease or anything like that. Putting back more there because I did lose some there. So I'm actually going to go back in with that MAC brush and Whimsy, just making sure the color is not lost. I'm going to go in with Classic and this Elf brush and use it as my brow bone highlight. I wanted something extremely subtle since the eyeshadow on the actual lid, it's very pigmented. I didn't want to look like a clown. Going with this Beauty 350 brush that we used to set the Majorly paint font to just go ahead and blend out more. Now I'm actually going to go in back and just making sure to add more of the Whimsy, blend everything out very seamlessly. So just blend, blend, blend with colors and looks like these. You always have to make sure you blend. Going in with that Sonia Kashuk powder brush, making sure I take any of the excess powder off. As you can see, I'm going to use the Beauty Blender right now and it's damp, so I like to use this technique to seal any of the excess powder that I actually have left and make sure that my concealer does not crease throughout the day. And this technique helps make sure my concealer stays in place as well as my foundation. Gonna go in with this LA Girl gel liner in the color brown. I really like these gel liners. They glide very well and it just makes everything easier. Gonna put some there. I'm gonna go in with this Beauty 360 or 350, guys. I need to fix that. The color Edgy, and just go ahead and place it on top. Just kind of smudge it around for right now, just to know where I'm actually gonna place it. Going in with the Sigma E20, and this is how I'm gonna blend it out. Anything that you put under your eyes, always make sure you blend it out. You don't want to look like someone socked you in the eye. Going back in with that brush and the actual color Smoked. I want to make sure I smoke it out a little bit more, hence the word smoked. And just blend it out as you're applying it. Not too much to it. Going down with that crown brush and that color Whimsy, I'm going to go ahead and put that below the brown. Just making sure I mimic what I have on top so it looks very cohesive. Going in with my Morphe brush and my MAC Give Me Sun. As always, I like to bronze before I actually contour. It just gives me a more natural look. I mean, it's not like I wake up with my perfectly contoured face just because I can't get my ass to the gym. But hey, you gotta fake it till you make it, right? That's the best thing I can give you. So just go ahead and bronze in your areas and desired areas that you like to bronze. Going in with my Hoola bronzer and the brush that came with it. Now I'm going to contour since this is a more cooler shade. The other one's more of a orangey kind of tone shade. The cooler shades are perfectly well to contour just because it looks more natural. Just gonna go ahead and blend. Make sure you always blend. I don't like to take my contour too far down towards my lips because that's just not natural. So putting some down there. Going with my Bahama Mama bronzer as well. I'm going to go ahead and add more to my chin instead of going to the gym. I like to use different shades of contour powders just like always, just because for me I feel like it gives me a more natural effect. I also use this on my clients. Now I'm going in and blending everything with that big Sonia Kashuk brush. Now I'm going to go in with MAC Peaches, and I'm going to use one of those 350 or 60 brushes that came. I think they were like $10 and it was like $5. They're very soft, very pretty. I got them at Walgreens and I mean they do the job. They're very nice. I'm going in with MAC Fix Plus, Drench My Soul in it just because it's the holy grail. Going in with Real Technique setting brush and my Jouer Topaz highlighter. I've been obsessed with these highlighters, you guys. It's like God Lord. You know, I don't use any of my other highlighters. This is just my baby for the moment. Just making sure I add everything perfectly well. Just want to blind you from a mile away. I want to make sure you're blinded. So just go ahead and add some there. I really like adding the highlight to the top of my nose. I feel like it looks natural. Going with my Model in a Bottle setting spray. This baby is like hairspray for your face. Your face will not move. Going in with my Gilded Honey, ignore that phase, and going in with that same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and add more highlighter because one highlighter is not enough for me. I like to be dramatic and just make sure you notice me. I want to blind you when you're driving and cause a car crash. I really don't. Going in with my MAC Del Rio lipstick. I really like this lipstick. It's very, very complimentary to this color. I haven't used it in a while, so it's an oldie but a goodie. I'm gonna go in with this Bombshell lip gloss. I would have preferred not to add the lip gloss just because I'm not a lip gloss kind of girl, but hey, it is what it is. So this is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and just looking at my weird faces. Until next time, guys, have a good day. Bye-bye.